Hey guys, this is a girl who loves anime, and I'm going to discuss a wide range topic that it's going to start with suicide. And I know a lot of you suffer from this, losses, or a lot of people go through this. I know this is a very sad topic, and I hate to bring this up early on in my channel, but I thought you guys should get to know me, and this is kind of one of the subjects that I can relate to. For you guys who are going to post hate or anything on it, please don't waste your time. I don't care if you dislike this video because you don't want to hear it, whatever, but please don't waste your time commenting horrible things, because really people don't need this to hear that, and this is for the people out there who need to speak up, raise their voice, get heard, get some help, or just need to know that somebody's out there who can relate to their situations right now. This is very, very hard for me. I was a cutter. I did try every pill that I could. I'm not talking about drugs, like, I'm talking about over-the-counter pills that I had in my house. I was constantly taking them. I know ibuprofen was one of my top ones. I don't know why I took it. Mainly, really, I thought mentally it made me feel better because it made me feel like I was fixing the pain inside of me, my broken heart, and just fixing myself. I know a lot of you are probably not going to be able to understand, but I know a lot of you who've been through this will kind of relate to this, so please don't judge from a different perspective. This is just to help you guys get an insight of what it feels like to be basically at rock bottom. I did drink alcohol. I did do a lot of stuff I regret. My main one was, well, my main two were when I overdosed and my dog woke me up and I had cut my wrists, and my dog found me on my floor, woke me up, and if it probably wasn't for him, I wouldn't be alive today. Then the second time was when I woke up in the hospital and I had just overdosed, and if it wasn't for them basically saving me, I probably would have been dead. They don't know. They couldn't tell me if I was going to die or what because of the medication I took, but I do know that I felt like I was near death, and it's not even funny. I'm honestly, like, so terrified of what that could have been, like, what could have happened, what should have happened, and I kind of look at it like, I see all these people's videos about suicide, and they're like, oh, don't do this, don't do that, and they get so much hate for it, and it's like, for the people who do hate videos on suicide, it's like, you can't hate somebody who's been through pain, and you can't hate somebody who's struggled in life. And usually the people who make the hate videos haven't even been through that, or have and just feel like setting out like wildfire, or just do it for fun. It's not fun, and it does hurt people's feelings. I know it just made things worse for me. It just made me feel ridiculous, and it made me still want to do it more. I know there is a few hate videos that I do agree with, that I can understand, that kind of gives the point perspective on, but this video is for you guys who are out there, and I just want to say I'm here for you. You guys can email me your stories. It is private. I will not share any of your guys' stories. I would hope to share mine with you guys, so that way you guys can feel like you're not alone in this. Please don't email me or anything if you have hate stories, hate messages, whatever. I will change my email, or I have changed my email, I should say, and I have a main email. So for those of you guys who think that you can send me hate messages, whatever, go ahead, try it, because it's not going to affect me. I'll just ignore it, and yeah, it's not going to bother me. And I just want to say, guys, I can't imagine this the things that you guys go through on a day-to-day basis, but I can't imagine what I've been through. I can say what my story is, and I can relate to your guys' story. I'm not going to take the time to go into detail of how I got to where I was, because it's just a lot of stuff to get out there and it's a lot to tell, and I feel like I'm not going to waste my time unless you guys really want to hear my story. You can email me for the actual details, but I do not put any names in my stories and stuff like that. As I said, that I'd like to keep it kind of private. But yeah, I know what it feels like to hit rock bottom, but I also know what it feels like to rise above that. And a lot of the things that I did wrong is that I depended on my friends to the point where it was taking a toll on their lives. I almost lost some of my good friends because of this. I can't thank them enough for still being in my life, even after all I put them through. If I honestly see them again, I don't know what to say. All I can say is, if you guys are watching this, thank you for being there for me, and I'm so sorry that I came into your guys' lives and everything just kind of went downhill for a little while. And it took you guys to make me realize that I'm a better person than what was going on and who I was, like, trying to find myself and who I was around and all that. And I just want to say I'm sorry for the lack of contact and everything, because it's just so hard for me to send a single text to you guys, because I'm so ashamed of what I put you guys through, and you guys are still my friends, and I can't, more like you guys are my family, and I can't even thank you guys enough, and I love you guys. And if you guys are watching this, I just want to say that message me right now, let me know if you've seen this video, but I just want to say thank you guys for being there for me, and it means a lot. And I think I could say thank you 1,000 times, and it still won't match up to all the stuff that you guys have helped me with, and you got me to where I am to this day, and I'm just so thankful. And now I'm going to go back into the video, sorry guys. So I just want to say that for the people who feel alone, who think that nobody knows what it is to walk in their shoes and that people are judging for distance, I know what it feels like. I've been through it personally, and I want to be open and I want to be out to opinions. If you guys aren't afraid to post your stories and out for the world, I don't care. You guys can comment your stories below, but just know that if you want to privately talk to me or privately see my replies and all that stuff and send me your story, you can email me. I just want to say that I saw this one video on YouTube though, and it seriously scared me, because I, of course, had not been making YouTube videos when this happened, and I just saw this kid, and he was just laying there on the video, and at first, I couldn't tell what he was doing, and it was all over the news, and on YouTube, all over the news and stuff like that, and there was a lot of people saying that he was so stupid and all this stuff, and I was like so confused what was going on. And in this video they were saying how this kid killed himself live on camera and nobody called 911, and one person finally did, and it was hours after he died, and you could see the paramedics going into his room checking to see if he had a pulse, and he didn't. And it scared me, because it's like all these people started hating on him, and he was just this innocent kid. I mean, probably all those people didn't even know him, and they were sitting there saying all this mean stuff. And it's just like, seriously, is this society really that bad enough to where you can't even say a simple "are you okay"? And like, so many people were commenting so many mean stuff, and I bet you the kids behind those screens were probably sitting here thinking, we got away with it. But now they probably feel like crap, excuse my language, but they probably feel like crap because now they're the reason that kid died. And I know a lot of you are probably going to say, oh, well, it's his actions, it's his fault. But really, not one of you guys could have called 911. Like, if you were honestly in that video watching him and you were watching his live stream, I honestly hope that you just pay for your consequences. You pay for your actions. You just suffer for what you did to that kid. Because I know a lot of you are going to say, how could you say such hateful things to somebody who was behind a screen? And if you knew what was going on and you still posted hate messages and that kid took his life, you should feel ashamed of yourself, and you should feel like worse than you've ever felt before. And you should sit back and realize that if I didn't send that one message and I would have called 911, or if I would have asked if he was okay, or if I would have showed some form of concern, that kid might still be alive. And he might be getting the help that he needs, and he might be in a university or college or doing something with his life to this day. And not laying in his bed dead, where his parents are going to bury his body and they're going to sit back and go, oh my God, why did he kill himself? And they get to review all the messages that these kids sent to him, saying that they think he's some ugly ass kid, whatever, blah, blah, blah. All because some kids behind a screen decided to hate on this kid, and he probably had the worst day of his life that day because of all those people who said stuff. I know if I was doing that live stream and I was watching that kid kill himself, I wouldn't care what state I was in. I would be on that phone with 911 calling and saying, you need to find where this kid lives, figure out what I can do to help him. And I would be blowing up his screen, telling him to not do it. The lack of decency that it takes to send one message, and one that is not hateful, is not that hard. For a lot of people take their lives because of the bullying, and it is through the internet. For those of you who think it's stupid, how would you like if you constantly, no matter what profile you made, if you had pages out there and your face was basically plastered all over the internet? Yeah, it's the internet, but you don't understand that people see that in real life too. That they look at stuff that happened on the internet and they say, hey, this girl looks familiar, this guy looks familiar, oh my God, I work with them, or I saw them before. You don't understand, when you put things out on the internet, you create a profile and an image, and you basically put that view of that person and you kill it within 2 seconds of sending a simple picture or a simple edited, photographed, funny picture that you thought was funny at the time and just blew up in your face, or probably you made it big because of that picture, and the person who you made that picture about is actually having the worst time of their life because of it. I hope you guys think about what you put on the internet. Because what you simple, like words you use or say, yeah, that does affect in person. But it also, when it's on the internet, it's not just you can delete it and it goes away. People copy it, they can paste it, they can do all sorts of things with it. And it just blows up from there. So what you think is a little comment of hatred, you don't understand how many people probably use that forward it to friends and family and save it, or save it as a picture and text it to a friend who posts it on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or all those other websites. So when you think that you put something on there and just because you don't see it and you don't find it elsewhere on the internet and you think that you're clear as day getting away with it, you should think again, because of all the people that are stupid enough to copy and paste it and send it to all over the internet. And I just want to say, for those of you who get bullied on a day-to-day basis, you don't deserve that. And if people are not willing to stand up and listen to you, then you're supposed to stand up and do it yourself and be the bigger person. Don't stoop to the bullies' levels and be the better person. And when you come out on top and they come out on bottom, you're going to be living life and they're not. I'm sorry if this came off more like a rant, guys, but I just really, it hurt my feelings so much to see this kid suffer and nobody with the decency and the right mind to call 911, except for one kid finally did, and he is already dead. That is ridiculous. And I know if it was me, I would have wished somebody would have been there for me. And I would have wished that somebody would have took the time to dial just 3 little buttons or 4 little buttons and just take a few seconds and took the time to care and let me know they're out there and save my life. Because honestly, it's just ridiculous. It really is. To let somebody die because you're too lazy to pick up the phone, or you're just so stuck behind your screen and you can't even send a simple message of, "Are you okay? What's going on?" I hope you guys are ashamed of yourselves, for those of you guys who do that. And I'm sorry this is such a long video, but I just wanted to get that out there because it just seriously, it made me cry for days, and I still cry about it when I think about it, and I think about how thankful I am for the people who actually took the time to try to save my life. My best friends, and they were the little bit of friends I had, but they took the time. Even after 2 times didn't work, they still took the time to stand by me, and they took the time to take me in and show me that you're better than what you think you are, and you're a better person. You don't deserve this. And so I thank you guys for being there for me, and I'm sorry that kid could not have the help he needed and didn't get anybody to stand by him and be there for him. But I know for a fact if I ever see that, and if it is me behind that screen, I know I'm going to make a difference. And I hope you guys do too. Because seriously, even just a little simple, "Hello, are you okay?" or just, "Hey, are you okay?" can make a lot of difference in a person's life. So I'm going to end this video because it's already been like 18 minutes, and I'm sorry guys, this is so long, but it's just a topic I wanted to cover because it's just so sad, like all the kids that are taking their life, and I'm a part of that. I used to be a part of that, and it's just, and I look back and I'm like, I'm so thankful somebody stood up for me and did something, because if they didn't, I wouldn't be here today, and I wouldn't be hosting my own YouTube channel, and I wouldn't be going to school for cosmetology, and I wouldn't be doing all these things that I want to do with my life, and music, and just so much stuff that I want to experience out in the world. And I would have thrown it all away with just a simple blade and some pills. And I am so lucky for the people who are in my life. And I hope you guys watch this whole video and you guys make a difference out in the world, and you go and you message your friends and you message your family and you let them know that you love them, because you never know what could happen. You never know what your last words could be to somebody. I'm sure that kid, I hope he his last words from his parents was, "I love you," or something like that. because I know if that were me, the last words coming out of my mouth every day I make sure is something happy that I can leave the conversation with. You never know where life could take anybody. But the fact that somebody could take their own life is very scary. And I know for a fact when I was in that position, it was scary for even myself. But you guys are not alone, and don't feel like you are alone, because I'm here for you guys. And if you guys know somebody who is struggling and who is not listening to you, or you guys need some leeway or help, I will help you guys. And please, 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 if you guys have any stories that anybody else can relate to, comment below if you don't care about privacy, or if you just want to be private about it. Again, none of my stuff will be sent out into the public. If you email me, nobody knows about it. You can email me your stories. But if you know somebody out there who's harming themselves, or you are harming yourself or thinking about it, please, please let me know, because I would love to give you guys an insider scoop on basically everything. Because you may think that a little bit of hurting yourself can't go a long way, but you have no idea how much you could throw away your life and your reputation and a lot of things. So I just want to thank you guys for watching this video, and I'm gonna end it now, but I hope this made a difference. This is Girl Who Loves Anime, and I'm gonna go.